Hello and welcome to my on-air channel. This is Ellie Jńe, your space curator, and today we're going to do a stamping photo card. I'm just trying to creatively get my juices flowing because I find that I'm in a rut because I have so many things going on in the back of the scenes, and I just really need to push something, and if it forms into something, it forms into something. But nonetheless, today I chose an olive branch stamp. And this olive branch stamp was very important for me to share the process, I guess, because it's just really a great place to start because I want to talk about community. And the Ellie Jńe brand is very heavily based upon community and the importance of community. But I noticed that, especially in the American culture, community is one of those things that seem to be less of important, but yet there's people who really depend upon those that they care about. And there's just many unhealthy practices within the workspace, within friendships, family, and so forth. So in saying that, I had 5 reasons why community is important. The first reason that I wanted to talk about is isolation. Whenever you're isolated in the opposite of community, you're really cut off from a lot of resources to help you thrive. Yes, you could possibly maintain, but for the most part, we all know that whenever you become in isolation, it becomes a struggle to be able to really complete a lot of the tasks that you have in your journey. Yes, you were able to do it by yourself, but there's a lack of knowledge, a lack of access to a lot of different things, which makes it really hard for you to grow. So community is important because all of the resources are there. And if you know how to work it correctly and healthily, it actually works for your benefit. So I want to segue into the second reason why community is important is because it helps you know who you are through reflecting off of other people. So if you don't have anyone to really reflect off of and you don't know who you are, you can't necessarily get that by trying to gauge who you are because you don't look at yourself. But there are people who are able to show you in a positive and negative way who you are, and you can start to generalize, okay, this is who I am and this is who I want to be, and you're able to navigate in a healthy way. And only being in a community is the best way for you to know your strength and your weakness. The third thing that I wanted to segue into is you get to learn your gift because a community always has a need. Because there's always food needed, compassion needed, intellect needed, all different things that are needed within the community, you're going to figure out where you fit in, right? Something that really gets you passionate and people know that you are that person that they go to when they need this. You only get that through a community. When you're isolated, and there's no need, you do not render the best results. The fourth thing that is important to talk about is abundance will show as a important part of your healthy flow. So we all want to live in abundance, but if we're not in a healthy flow of reciprocity, then you're not able to gain the abundance that is around you from a community. So if you are doing it by yourself and you have very little resources, yes, you can be able to manage it, but the whole point is to thrive and live a very healthy lifestyle with everything that you need. But reciprocity is something that you would need to practice. And the fifth thing that I want to talk about is how a community can show you how to take care of whatever harvest you curate. So our one task in the world is to be fruitful and multiply. Whenever we render out results of a big business to having children, right? Your community, if it's healthy, shows you how to grow that and sustain that. So if you're building a business prematurely or having children prematurely and do not have a healthy community, it's highly likely that you're not going to be successful in rendering out those best results. So these are the 5 tips on why a community is important. And I just really want to know your thoughts on what makes a community feel healthy to you and how you can be able to make some shifts to have a healthy community surround you. So in saying that, I'm Ellie Jńe, and this is the first of many, and I look forward to it. I'll see you soon.